Good, y'all. Quick message for you real quick this Saturday morning. I just wanted to remind you that you should really stop overplaying your part in people's lives. I'm going to say that again. You should really stop overplaying your part in people's lives. Sometimes it's not always about someone else playing you. Sometimes it's you playing you simply by overplaying your part. You got to get to a point in your life where you build these bonds with people and stuff like that, that you accept where you are in their life. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, there's really nothing you can do to persuade a person or, force them to put you in a position that you feel like you should be in their life. People are going to put you in a position in their lives where they feel like they need you to be. And when you sit there and you overplay your part, you end up hurting your own feelings. You end up, being in your own head about things. And, at the end of the day, you got to be honest about that shit. Everybody has a right to make whatever choice they feel like they need to make when it pertains to, certain people being in their lives. And you have to accept that. And I used to do that in the past, thinking that the more I showed up and the more I loved and the more I cared and the more I gave. You see what I'm saying? I used to think that if I did those things, that it will, get them to see me in a different way, get them to see me in a different light, and will put me in a position where I felt like I wanted to be in. And you got to understand that when it comes to people and the bonds and the relationships that they have in their life, they have a right to make whatever choice they feel like is best for them. You have to stop overplaying your part. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn to just go with the flow of things. You see, it's a lot of people out here when it comes to their bonds with people, they don't understand that you just simply go with the flow of things. Learn to enjoy the moments with people. Learn to stop thinking so far ahead about things and just enjoy the moments. And if the time comes where you're placed in a specific position in a person's life, then it'll come. But don't force it. One thing you got to learn about creating bonds with people is it becomes stronger and it lasts longer when you just go with the flow of things. No forcing it, no trying to persuade anybody or any of that. Just go with the flow of things, and be okay with where you are. As long as where they have you isn't detrimental to you, it's not, disrespectful to you, or it's still in your best interest. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's not harming you in any kind of way, except where you are in their life. Stop overplaying your part, because at the end of the day, all you're going to do is play yourself. Sometimes it's not always about them playing you. Sometimes it's you playing you.